tuned because it's going to be about the thinning of the skin, what causes thinning of the skin. So I have good information how to prevent the thinning of the skin and how to preserve the skin without sagging. This video is going to be about what are the causes and the reasons that the skin gets thin. What is causing the skin to become thin? So let's talk the reasons first, and then I am going to give you some suggestions how to preserve the skin without sagging and without thinning. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is sun exposure. As you know, sun exposure it's very damaging for the skin because it breaks down those protein fibers. It really gets those protein fibers really brittle and weak, and eventually the skin starts thinning and sagging and wrinkling. Another cause is smoking. Smoking is one of the things that it's so bad for your skin. It's one of the reasons the skin thins really fast, because the same thing, it affects those protein fibers by dehydrating them, becoming brittle, and the skin will become really thin with the smoking. It's one of the worst things for thinning the skin, and so it becomes really dehydrated because the cells of the skin also start dehydrating first, and then it shows on your skin, and then you will see the effects of the thinning of the skin. And so another cause, it is dehydration, internal and external dehydration, not taking enough water, not taking the proper and quality of water, the proper kind of water. I suggest spring water, oxygenated water, coconut water that provides the electrolytes. So when you're not having a good content of water in your system, it's going to affect the moisture of your skin. The moisture of your skin should be 60% or more. The pH balance of your skin should be about 4.5 to 5.5, and the lipid content should be 40% and more. So talking about lipid, the lipid content in your skin, either will, if you have a good content, it will appear your skin to be moisturized, hydrated, and plump. So the lack of lipids, internal and external content of lipids, will aggravate the skin. It will deflate the skin if you don't have enough lipids. It will deflate the skin. You won't see the plumpiness. And so I suggest that you take care internally and externally, taking the good fat oils, the good lipids, fish oils, ceramides, and other good oils that helps to put back those lipids that you have lost through the years. And so now externally, you could also use ceramides, oils, different type of oils that I will mention later, and formulas, creams that are formulated with ceramides and a high content of lipids. As mature person with a mature skin, you need to have a high potency formula of lipids and ceramides. A simple formula is not going to do it because eventually evaporates doing nothing. So when a cream has a great content of lipids, it's impossible to evaporate. It's going to be going inside the layers of your skin, and one part of the formula will stay in the top layer, protecting from the environment. And so another thing is losing weight, dieting, because a lot of people just try to lose weight without the proper knowledge of what to do when you're losing weight. First, you have to have a good protein program, amino acids, BCAAs, to prevent the skin from thinning and sagging. So when you have not a good supplementation of protein, amino acids, what's going to happen, your skin is going to sag while you're losing weight. And working out without protein and amino acids and BCAAs and electrolytes also will age the skin. So protein, amino acids, BCAAs are very necessary to build up muscle. Without protein, you're not going to build up muscle. Either body workouts or facial workouts, if you're not having the good levels of protein content, you're not going to properly build up muscle. The contrary will happen. It's gonna age you. It's gonna sag your skin. It's very important that you take protein powders, pre-digested, with a good formula. Some proteins companies, they have formulated with enzymes to help digest the protein. They had also formulated with good probiotics, and so it's very important that you find a good quality of protein. The protein from meat, it's very hard to digest, and it's also very toxic for the body, especially if you having a meat that is treated with hormones. So I am a vegetarian, so I don't eat meat. So I'm having a vegetarian since a little baby. I have never consumed meat. But there are ways, to have a vegetarian diet with good protein. Another factor of thinning of the skin, it is a lack of exfoliation. Exfoliation is a must because while you exfoliate, you're stimulating collagen. When you stimulate collagen, then your skin is going to become firmer and less sagging. And also lack of dry brushing. When you dry brush your body, you are going to have a thicker skin, less thinning and sagging of the skin. Like when people age, you will see the arms already really sag. It's because they don't exfoliate their body. So it needs to have a proper exfoliation in order to stimulate collagen, like I said, and maintain the firmness of the skin. And the areas that are more thin are the areas of the eye, which is only 0.5 milliliters. And the soles of the feet are the thickest, which is 4.0 milliliters. And so it's keep in mind that the body has areas that are thinner, like the neck area. The center of the neck area is really thin. Like I said, the eyes area, the skin around the eye area is really thin. Under your arms it's really thin. Your stomach area is really thin. Between your legs is really thin. So pay attention to those areas. So these are the causes of thinning of the skin. And so I am going to suggest some oils, essential oils that you could mix it with argan oil. Please mix it with argan oil with these oils that I'm going to mention. It is a reason why I tell you, because argan oil, it helps to maintain the skin plump and avoiding the thinning of the skin. And so What you're going to do is take geranium oil, essential oil, which is excellent for hydrating the skin, excellent to maintaining the skin plump and preventing the thinning of the skin. Frankincense oil is another oil that gives oxygenation to your skin. I forgot to mention another factor, lack of oxygenation will thin your skin. And so let me just finish with the oils first, and I explain you more detail about oxygenation. And so frankincense oil helps with oxygenation of the skin, oxygenation of your whole body, especially if you put frankincense oil in the bottom of your soles of the feet, because the pores of the soles are much larger than the rest of the body, and absorbs anything that you put absorbs really well. So frankincense oil, it helps with elasticity, it helps to maintain the skin firm. If you mix 20 drops of each oil, geranium oil and frankincense oil, with about half an ounce, maybe an ounce, because if you are gonna mix half an ounce, will be 10 drops of the frankincense and 10 drops of the geranium oil. And for 1 ounce, take 1 ounce of the argan oil and mix it with 20 drops of frankincense and 20 drops of the geranium oil. And that is excellent to maintain the lipids of your skin without being deprived. And second, it will maintain your skin more elastic. It will prevent the sagging of the skin and the wrinkling. And so that's a very nice mixture, a very nice mixture to maintain the skin plump and without deflating. Let's go back to the oxygenation of the skin. Oxygenation, like I had repeated in many videos, it's very essential. Oxygenation of your body to maintain the skin elastic and firm. Without oxygenation, you're going to deprive your cardiovascular system. Even your muscles are gonna get weaker, and so that's another factor why the body ages. Oxygenation will maintain your organs healthy. Without oxygenation, your organs will become weaker. Your whole body, your memory will be deprived. And so it's very important to have oxygenation through working out, being very active. I do, a lot of workouts every single day for oxygenation and stimulation of my own growth hormone to keep the youthful look. And also I do oxygenation with medical grade devices on my face and my body. And so oxygenation, it is a very important factor. If you don't have any way of having oxygenation with, devices, working out is sufficient. If you work out and keep active, that will be sufficient. Another factor that I forget, because there are so many factors of why the skin is thinning, and I'm trying to give you the most important ones. There are so many of them, and if I explain every one, the video is going to be too long. And so another one is the use of steroids on your skin, because sometimes steroids are prescribed for eczema and eczema or psoriasis. It is a horrible chemical that will make your skin cells smaller. Another chemical that is really damaging is hydroquinone, that is used in the formulas for pigmentation of the skin. And the same thing, it destroys your skin cells. First the cells start getting smaller, and then eventually and gradually they will get destroyed. So there are so many alternatives for treating hyperpigmentation. Talking about you know, frankincense oil, it helps with the brown spots, the pigmentation. If you mix you know, about 25 drops of frankincense oil with olive oil and with a half of a lemon, an excellent combination recipe for treating brown spots. And so the bottom line is nutrition. It's very important. Treating the body in a way that is holistic. It is treated internally and externally. B-complex vitamins are very, very important for your skin, the nerves, the endurance, and the energy. Your body is made of B-complex vitamins. You have to take that every day in addition of a multi-vitamin. And now the most essential vitamin that you can take it to balance the moisture of the skin and prevent the deflation of the skin and the thinning of the skin is niacinamide. Niacinamide take about from 500 to 2,000 mg of a niacinamide, but first consult your doctor. I am giving you what I take, but everybody is different. All depends how is your health. So niacinamide, it's an excellent vitamin to balance the moisture of the skin and prevent the deflation that occurs in mature skin. And now other products that you could use topically, it is peptides, serums, niacinamide serums, vitamin C serums, growth factor serums, stem cell serums, antioxidant serums to prevent the destruction of the cells. Very, very important antioxidant serums. Taking vitamin A internally, it helps so much to protect the body from the free radicals, and also the main thing, it helps with the cell division. When you lose the ability to multiply the cells, when you lose the ability of cell division in a body, it's when the body starts aging. And I made a video a few days ago about the reasons why the cells start dying. So check it out, the video. If I remember, I will put the link. But that's another factor. When the cell dies, has not more opportunity to divide, and so it's not reversible. Thinning of the skin is not reversible, but you could prevent it. And if you have a sagging skin, you could prevent it to get worse. And if you hydrate your skin with a good formula, when your skin is sag, it will appear to be less sag, because the formula that is very hydrating will help to plump the skin. So that is the secret to be able to plump the skin, hydrate the skin from the inside out, taking the lipids, like I said, and using ceramides and lipids externally. And so make sure, because our skin is mature, that the formula of lipids has to be in high concentration. Usually medical grade formulas come in high concentration of lipids and ceramides. The ones that I use is from my company, Collagen and Biologing, which is the highest lipids in the market, and very, very concentrated in lipids to help the skin to maintain really plump. You use it at nighttime, and you could use it at daytime in smaller amounts just to maintain the plumpiness through the day. And so when you use it at nighttime, you will wake up really plump and still really hydrating because the formula has not evaporated. And so I am trying to you know, explain everything and all the details about thinning of the skin. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. So I have a list here of things that I was going to talk. Another thing is retin-A. Using retin-A and retinols and retinoids. It's retinoids and retin-A and retinols. It's another form of vitamin A. So now all depends the strength that you're using. Okay, so let me explain you. When it comes to retin-A, retin-A will destroy the old cells to create new cells on the skin, but it has a side effect. It dries the skin really bad. So now the drying of the skin, remember, the dehydration of the skin is what thins the skin. So you know, it's not very well explained, not even in the internet or YouTube videos, how to treat a skin that is using retin-A. And so when you're using retin-A, it's so important, it is a must that you need to use a high concentrations of lipids after you use the retin-A. Let's suppose you use it, you know, at nighttime. Of course, you are supposed to use at nighttime. And so after you apply the retin-A, what I do myself, it is when I'm using retin-A, the times that I'm using retin-A, I will put like a size of a dime, and then I would put like about 1 or 2 drops of emo oil and then apply it on my skin, and then I wait about half an hour until everything is very absorbed. And that's what I do with retin-A. And then I will proceed with a heavy duty concentration of lipids, phospholipids and ceramides formula from my company. And that way I will avoid the heavy dehydration and dryness, because that's what you want to avoid. Now when you have lasers, the same thing, it should be treated the same thing, the skin. Lasers is not my thing. Lasers stimulates collagen just like retin-A, but lasers have a worse side effect. It will dry the skin, it will degrade the adipose layer, that is responsible to keep your skin plump. It will degrade eventually, and your skin will become deflated. So I don't like lasers. It's not my thing. I would never touch lasers on my skin, because the adipose layer gets really affected. Doctors don't tell you that. So yeah, keep in mind, my training is it's a medical grade anti-aging dermatology and natural prevention medicine. My training was done in France, Paris, and I go for updates of my training every year, every 2 years. And so my training is very detailed. This is not something that I'm just getting from my own opinion or getting from the internet. It's what I have learned through the years. I had the privilege, very privileged and blessed to have anti-aging dermatologists to train me. And so I go for constant training, and fortunate, it's my passion. So and I wanted to share with you. And so now I'm going to talk about the last thing is our skin is composed of 3 layers: the hypodermis, the dermis, and the epidermis. The hypodermis is the subcutaneous layer, which is composed of tissue, fat cells, and sweat glands. Now the dermis is composed of nerves and blood vessels. The epidermis, which is the starching cornea, the outer layer of the skin, protects us from dirt and bacteria, but it is the layer that gets affected the most with the environment, with the free radicals, with the smoke, with the wrong water, washing our face with wrong water. So that is the top layer that gets affected the most. If it's not being taken care of, then the other layers, the dermis and the hypodermis, are going to get affected as well. So you need to really take care of the outer layer, which is the epidermis, with antioxidants, lipids, peptides, niacinamides, lipoic acid, vitamin C, and all the anti-aging ingredients, so the other layers could survive and help you maintain youthful and younger than your natural age. So I hope I didn't forget anything, my friends, but this video is gonna be very long. I apologize. So you be blessed. Share this video because a lot of women need to know, and it's very important that this video is being shared to help other women. And I really appreciate that you take your time to leave the comments, and thumbs up for this video. New subscribers, welcome to my channel, and don't forget to touch the little bell that is underneath the video on the right hand side for video notifications. And once you touch the bell, you're gonna have video notifications. So you be blessed, stay gorgeous, and I love you all the way to heaven.